Hi everyone, welcome to Joystick Lab, and in this tutorial we are going to keep working on our IKEA AR clone app. And in today's part we are going to keep working on the addressables from the last part of our tutorial. So we are basically going to connect with the Google Cloud, and we're going to load our assets from there. All right, so if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing as we discuss many AR and game dev concept with practical examples. So without further ado, let's get started. Now the first thing that we need is to create an account in Google Cloud, right? So go to cloud.google.com and choose a account that you want to use. I'm going to use this one, and go to console. All right, now based on your account, it might show something different, but basically you need to create a new project. If you don't have any account, just follow the instruction there. You are going to able to do it easily. And also you might need to add your mm, like credit card information. So don't get panicked about it. It's completely secure, and you don't actually get like you'll not be charged any money. All right, and when you create an account, you're also going to get a I think $300 credit. So it's pretty awesome. And I've been using this for 1 or 2 years now. It never charged me any money, so it's actually free. But you might need to add your payment option based on where you are currently living. So yeah, keep that in mind. Anyways, so click on this create project when you are done creating your account. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to give it IKEA AR YouTube, and I'm going to hit create. All right, so now you see I also have about $400 credit, right? So that means I can use this money with any service that I want. They have a tons of service, but we are not going to use a lot of them. We're just going to use the storage. Anyways, so yeah, you click on this hamburger menu in the left and go to storage, and then you basically need to create a new bucket. All right, so bucket are basically a concept. This is just like a folder. All right, so in this folder of your Google Drive, you are going to store all your assets. So I'm going to hit create bucket. I'm going to name it as IKEA clone. Oh, sorry, I cannot use this. I have to be like this, IKEA clone. Just keep the default options. Create. That's it. All right, so after that we need to change the permission. So basically currently this any things that we put into this folder is not visible um, to the cloud, right? To the internet. It's completely private. So basically we need to make it public so we can use Addressable to load those assets. All right, so what we can do about that is we can go to permission and we can add a new user. I'm going to look for all users. So this means that anyone in the internet. And then we are going to look for storage object viewer, and then we're going to allow public access, and that's it. Now basically what does this mean is that if I say, I'll show you guys in a while, so don't worry about that for now. Basically if we follow a link, if we follow a particular link, we can like we can directly go to the asset and we can download it from the browser. All right, so this is all public. Okay, so yeah, the next part is to actually create those assets from Unity. So let's head back to Unity, and in here we are going to, first of all, let's go to the settings, go to Window, Asset Management, Addressable Settings, and in here we are going to use the default profile. We have not created any new profile, so that's all good. We need to make sure that there is this build remote catalog. This is selected as this is selected, and then in custom we're going to use the build path as custom remote build path and remote load path. And as you can see, currently the load path is localhost / Android. So we need to change that, but let's build this and see if I build that. So to build this, you basically need to click on this build icon right in your addressable groups. If you lost this panel, you can go to Window, Asset Management, Addressable, and Groups. All right, so this is that window. Okay, so yeah, so I was saying that if you need to build, you need to click on build in this panel and the new build, default build script. After you build the addressable, basically a new folder will be created into your project window called server data, and in here we can find the data. All right, so I'm going to just completely drag and drop this Android folder into my um, Google Cloud. And now if I go into one of them, you can see I have this public access copy URL. Make sure you have this, otherwise it's not going to work. And now if I go in here, you see I can download it, right? So this is the link that I want. So this link, right? Storage Google API / IKEA clone. So copy that, go back in here in Unity, and we again need to go to that setting, address asset management settings, and in here we need to manage the profile, and in the remote load path we need to change the local host with this. All right, / now if I save, something didn't work. Let's do it again. Yeah, so I need to put a / in here. All right, make sure you press enter. If you don't press enter, it's not going to save it in here. I think that's a bug. Anyways, so yeah, we also need to change that link in our models. So click on this group that we created. If you double click on that, that will basically load up the settings for the model group. And in here we again need to change the build path to remote build path and load path to remote load path, and that's it. Now we actually need to go back. These were just dummy, so I'm going to delete them and actually now build out the actual content, right? Okay, so before we move on, I'm going to do some changes in here. We need to go to data manager, and we have this new field called label, and if you remember, the label is basically this furnitures, right? So do furnitures. All right, furnitures. All right, we don't need the items to be in here, so maybe make it 0. And now we just need to build new build default build script. Now if I go in there, oh, actually I need to delete the previous one, so let's do it one more time. So make sure the Android folder inside the server data, that's empty, and then build it again. Okay, that's cool. Now we have these three. So you see there is this option called catalog, right? So this catalog, they has this hash table or dot hash file and a JSON file. So these are basically going to be updated each time you try to add something into this bundle. All right, and this bundle, this is basically going to be their actual assets. So when we just in a few minutes, we're going to actually create a new asset and add it up on top of the existing one. Then you'll see that this two file will be get updated and the new file will be added. You'll see, just pay attention. Anyways, so yeah, we just need to upload these three things into our folder now, right? So IKEA clone Android, and then we need to drag and drop them in here. All right, yeah, so let's test this up. Let's see if I play the game. Yep, now you can see I have these three assets. Those are basically obviously loaded from the addressable, like the Google Cloud, right? So now there's three options. The first option will mostly work. All we care about is the last one. This is actually need the build groups, right? So the group, the things that we just built, it actually needs that. So make sure you click on that and then hit play and check that if it's actually working. It's working, that's good. So if you see any error, that means your stuff is not yet working. So don't bother connecting to your phone, it's not going to work. So yeah, again, click on this use existing build from the play mode, and then see that if all your buttons are loaded. Right now, let's create a new item in here. I'm going to create a new item. I'm going to name it I don't know, light, and let's find a image for that and a prefab. Maybe this one, doesn't matter. I'm going to make it as addressables and make it furniture, drag and drop it inside the model. Now we have added a new item, right? What we should do is basically click on this build again and update a previous build. This part is important. If you don't click on update previous build, it's going to create a new build, and the app that is currently using all the assets is not going to be reflected by this new update. All right, so yeah, make sure you do that. And then you need to find out, because we are making the game for Android, so click on this Android and click this bin and then build it again. And now if I go back in here, as you can see, a new bundle has been created, and this is 10.7, so just now. So two new, like this hash and the JSON has been updated, right? So that means the catalog has been updated and a new bundle has been added, right? So we can go back to our cloud again. I'm going to delete all of them and confirm, and I am going to select all of these and upload all of them again. All right, okay, so hit refresh and let's come back in here. Now sometimes this doesn't work in your like editor, so I will encourage you to make a build and try it in your actual device and see if the changes actually got reflected. Okay, so what I have found is that if you give it some time to get updated, say 10 to 15 or 20 minutes, these things actually gets reflected. So what I have done, I have paused the recording and I tried to add one more item along with the light. So now, and then I waited for 20 minutes. Now that, like the previous one, the light, this one is now got reflected. All right, so now if I try to add up this one, I have to do the same process, right? But remember, every time you add a new item as an addressable, you basically need to make sure you create a new build, I mean an updated build, right? So update a previous build, and then if I now go to Android, do the same thing, build it, and then all I need to do is basically update it, and then I'm going to wait for another 20 minutes to see if it's actually got, got updated. So yeah, I'm going to do the same process, delete all of this and upload everything from my local directory. And then again, like I said previously, sometimes what happens that it doesn't work in your editor, but it's again it's working completely fine in your actual build, right? So try that if the build that you made that's actually working, that's actually getting the updates. All right, yeah, so now again if I tried, it might not work. Yeah, it's not working. So yeah, I'm going to wait for another 20 minutes and I'll see if it's work, and then we'll have some closer. Okay guys, so quite after a few time, about I think 1 or 2 hours, I'm just coming back to Unity to check up that if that um, thing has got updated. So if I now play, we can see that's indeed actually got updated, right? So yeah, so that's all about it today. In the next part of our IKEA tutorial, we're going to see how we can basically rotate or translate our placed furnitures. um, till then, take care. If you like my video, please put a thumbs up, share the video with your friends to more reach out, help, that will help the channel. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and consider hitting the bell icon. That will help you to get updated with the latest content of my channel. And I'll see you guys in next tutorial. Bye.